what are the main lessons that you've learned about leadership?
I think one of the things that I've learned is there are things that you can coach and teach, and things that are a little bit more kind of you know that you kind of seek out in individuals. And the things that are harder to coach and teach are what I would call ownership. So somebody who just really, really, you have to almost convince them to kind of let go of an issue, to stop kind of pushing forward. These folks are not very common, and when you find them, you hold on to them with, like, both hands, right? Because they're incredibly valuable, and they're a lot easier to kind of coach to take more time off, decompress, those types of things, versus you're kind of putting the nickel rods in the reactor versus trying to convince somebody to really, really care about something. And the other thing I found is um, that intersection is usually around, are they doing something that's close to their ultimate passion, right? So I've seen some people have incredibly low levels of ownership, in an area that they just don't care about, but then you kind of switch roles, and then all of a sudden you see them being inspired, and things just kind of take off and click. And so the other piece of it too is the old adage of, like, making sure everybody's sitting on the right kind of in the right area on the bus, making sure that they're really. I think Jim Collins used that analogy. Um, so I think ownership is a huge issue, and again, it has to do with I would say some kind of natural tendencies that people have, and their upbringing, etc. But I think a lot of it also has to do with matching them to the right opportunity.